What's up guys, John here. Went to Madison, Tennessee for the regional yesterday. Decided to play Seraph, Shaddolls. I got 6th place. Here's my deck profile. Played 3 Squamata. It's really the best one. Send whichever one you want. The flip effect, out for a gem lock, whatever. 2 Beast. I didn't really want to draw it, and you're plus enough off the Seraphs and like Fierce Barrier that you didn't need the 3rd one. 2 Hedgehog, it was really good. You could search whatever you needed. Dump for Shekanaga to get more fodder. You know the drill. I went with the double Falco. It's really good in the mirror match, so they can't Shaddoll fusion from deck. Really good in the Nekroz matchup, because if you bring back Construct or Shek from the graveyard, then its effects aren't negated by Unicorn. 1 Dragon, because I expected to play a lot of Nekroz, even though I didn't, and it's kind of dead against that deck. That was all the Shaddolls I played. Triple Mathematician, standard. 1 Pero. This card is extremely good. It wins games. Just your opponent forgets you have it in your graveyard, banish, pop something else. It's just extremely good. Star Seraph Scepter. Between these 2 cards, the Sovereignty and the Scepter, you just plus so much, and it's ridiculous. It's hard to keep up. If you open one of these, one of the Sovereigns and one of the Scepters, you instantly have 3 level 4s on board unless they can stop it. And then you draw 2 cards. Then when you overlay and you pop another card, you draw another card. And normally you go into Deltaros, which is what I went into every time, and then you can pop a 2nd card. It was ridiculously hard to keep up. I don't know how many times that, stole games just out of these cards.
Also the diamond. No, the diamond.
Oh, and because you played Deltaros, it gives you access to go into Stellar Knight Diamond or whatever, and dropping that in the mirror match or against BA, just if they don't have the out, it's a win. And obviously win BOS. We all know what this card does, and it's ridiculous. It's nuts. I did play Triple Fusion. A lot of people have been cutting down on this because of Nekroz. I expected to play a lot of mirror matches because of the new Star Seraphs, so I went with 3, and it worked really well. 3 L Fusions. You know what it does, you know why. I went with double MST. I didn't want to see any Macrocosmos or Defusions or NI-Spell Fragments. I wanted to have some sort of answer. 1 Foolish, standard. Book of Moon, standard. Raigeki. Soul Charge. Went with the Soul Charge. It's just really good with the Seraphs. Construct. Allows you to make a really big board and just start pushing. Won me a couple games yesterday. I went with 2 Pinpoint cards. It was really good. It's like a Battle Fader, and then you get to plus off the Star Seraph Scepters and the Sovereigns. Stole several games with this. My opponents weren't expecting it. A couple times I got MST before the battle phase even happened. And that's just what happens. So even then, if you were playing Call the Haunted instead, you wouldn't get your effects. But this stole a lot of games yesterday. I ran 2 Call the Haunted on top of the Pinpoints. It's just really good with the Seraphs. Double Mind Crush. This card's ridiculous. Won me several games against Nekroz. It's one of the best cards in this format, I think.
Did you consider going to 3?
Or
pros and cons of 3?
I'd like to play 3 because it's so good. 2 was sufficient. I was already playing 41 cards, and I didn't know what to cut in the first place, which is why I didn't play 3. I liked it to go with 1 Breakthrough skill. I wasn't playing the Veiler. I thought it was too dead against Qliphorts. And it also, Veiler didn't help advance the board game at all, unless you had BLS in your hand. So I went with this. It's, instead of playing 2 or 3 Veiler, this was really good in just about every game I played it. And then I only went with 1 Chord. Like I said, I was playing 41. I didn't know what to drop. There was a couple times I needed a 2nd one, but I still ended up winning. So it's kind of like if I had 2, it would be 1 more. All in all, the main deck, if I could change anything, I would have tried to figure out how to drop 1 card.
All right, so
it worked out well.
All right. given your track record and the consistency of your deck, do you think that running more than 40 would be fine?
The 41 was fine. I wouldn't want to run more than 41 because then it cuts on into the consistency of getting into the Seraphs and drawing and plussing. So I felt like 41 was good.
I saw a lot of builds yesterday be playing the upstarts and everything. What's your opinion on that?
I think you plus enough off of the Star Seraphs and the Beast and the Foolish and Mathematician that you draw enough that you don't need to run that extra consistency. I think it's plenty consistent as it is.
Alright.
For the side deck, I went with triple denko. This card's just insane. Like mirror match if they're not playing like the Travelers version, it's really good. It's really good against Tellars, which I felt like we're going to be prominent because of the new Seraph support.
Sure.
This card's just too good not to play. I decided the one extra dragon for all the back row heavy decks, and this was really good against Tellars.
Alright, so you didn't think that these were good enough that you had to further supplement with dragon?
I was only playing the 2 MST, and I felt like in the Teller matchup, you kind of need an extra, like, the flip effect's really good against Diamond as well. Like, if they, like, it makes them use the detach, and then, I don't know, it was just really good to pop, like, the Call on the Haunted and stuff like that on top of denko, because if you don't open denko, then you have to, like, be able to hit their back row.
Gotcha.
Double Secret Village with 1 terraforming. This really didn't get to come into play when I played against Nekroz, but I do think that you need to play it against Nekroz because if you have this and like window on the board, it's just ridiculous. It's really hard for them to get out of.
No, hurry.
Double Defusion, mirror match, just extremely good. 2 Econ, mirror match, extremely good. Mind Control, mirror match, extremely good.
So were you just like really prepping for the mirror?
Yeah, I felt like the mirror was going to be extremely prominent. I played 4 mirror matches out of 9 rounds.
What was your score against them?
3 wins and 1 tie.
Woo!
The 3rd MST, and then double fairy win for the Qli.
Alright. Obviously you're going to do Dragon and MST along with the other stuff for the Qli matchup.
Yeah.
Are you still afraid of the Qli matchup?
Not as much because Sacrifice is at 1, but I am afraid now. Round 8, I had Tower dropped on me, and I took out Star Eater yesterday morning from my extra deck, so I just lost. I'm definitely going to have to put Star Eater back into my extra deck. Triple Construct, we know what it does, it's just really good. Triple Window, I was practicing for the past couple weeks and I really needed a 3rd one several times, so I went with the 3rd one.
Sure. So like, a lot of them are preferencing like 2 over 3. Why do you want to do the 3rd one? Like, do you actually see the 3rd one? Do you actually go into the 3rd one?
I went into it a few times, like against Yang Zing, against Tellars, you'll go into it. And most people only expect to see 2. So then when you bring out the 3rd one, it's kind of devastating most of the time.
Sure.
Double Shekinaga, this card's really good against Nekroz and mirror match. It's just a really good card. 1 Arcanite, I think I'm going to cut it. I didn't go into it once.
Alright, so you're going to cut this, correct?
Yeah, this is going to be my Star Eater.
This is going to be Star Eater?
Yeah.
Alright, do you think the Star Eater is better than Leo right now?
Yeah. Leo's not an out to tower. I just want to play Star Eater to have at least 1 out to tower.
Alright, since tower is actually the threat of the deck now.
Yeah, because Sacrifice used to be the issue this deck had against Qliphort, because you couldn't just attack over with Construct.
Oh, that's true.
1-0. This won't be my last match.
In time.
It won't be my last match in time. The burnt, like, I think it's better than Goyo, because Goyo doesn't do anything against most decks nowadays. Armades, it's really good. Castel, Exiton, and Deltaros, and Diamond.
What would you cut at this point to possibly get the Ouroboros? Because you talked to me yesterday that the Ouroboros seems like a really good play because it's a +2 on field, almost instantly on drop. So what are you like? Do you plan on taking a drop or dropping anything to get to it?
If I were to get one, I'd probably drop the third window. But I don't know. I'd have to think about it more because I haven't even thought about playing that card. It's expensive. There's none around our locals. I don't really want to buy it. I felt like having the one Delta. If anything, I think I'd want to play second Tellars over it.
Even with the additional attack boost and everything?
Yeah. Because then if I don't get to make diamond the first time, I could make diamond the second time if I need to.
Oh, all right. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about the deck before we sign out?
Star Seraphs are ridiculous. I played one of the mirror matches. I played the guy that I tied against. He was playing the Denko Chaos Dolls version still, and he was really good with it. But I really think the Seraphs just plus way too much to not play them. I think if you're going to play this deck, unless you're just extremely skilled with the Chaos version, the Chaos Denko version, you should play the Seraph. You just plus way too much. It's hard to keep up with.
So, what was your logic behind not maining the Denko Sekka, or at least one of them?
I tried to main 2 on top of all of it. I dropped a math and some other stuff. It was just too many normals, and if I used the Denko, then I had to have a fusion in hand to push, because obviously I can't summon the Scepter in the same turn unless I had the call and it was already in there. So, and it was just hard to push, as well as like normally it would just be Denko stunning their back row for like 1 turn instead of pushing. So I wanted to be able to push when I started normal summoning the light monsters.
Alright, well, this has been a Team Crash feature. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We're going to try to keep you in touch with more deck lists and more thought-provoking videos through this format. Bye.